set that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the boy of the Doordash Revolution. Present to you, take it to the streets. Live show. It's called Taking It to the Streets for a reason. You notice as I portray and tell my story and my experience, and I hope that you can hear me, that we are in these gig tube streets. What's up, Bob? I told you guys they was going to do a lot of talking. I told you guys they're going to get angry. I told you guys they're going to start jumping on narratives, but they slowly unraveling and exposing themselves. They mad because the Doordash Revolution busted their chops. Oh yeah, I busted their chops. They simulcasting. I could have fought against that, recording my videos. But no, it's much more fun to watch them. See what I'm saying? They mad because of the troll of the Blade Vigilante. So I exposed them last night. Everything that tried to go wrong did go wrong. I didn't make no excuses not to show up. I was invited for an interview. I interviewed Coach J. Rum for several reasons, not just one. And I promised you that it wasn't a debate. I promised them, and I promised him as a man, that it would be an interview he never had, ever had in his life experience. I've proven that true. I've proven what Roy does behind the scenes and in front of the scene. I've proven it, and he's mad. I'm gonna tell you how you know you can get the people easily. They talked about getting mad. I get people mad off of fist bumps. Why is they giving me all this power? It's because they losing control. They had to go outside and get some outside sources to come in and try to handle the Doordash Revolution. That's why I broke away from Hot Facts with Robert Reese, because I couldn't do it with him under his umbrella. I have to break away. That was designed from the beginning of what my plans are. The writer controls the pen. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Now, they mad. They upset. They trying to show everybody something wrong with me. If you remember the movie, Negotiator, this is how this is actually being played out. I showed how Coach Thunder was profiling me. I was profiling him by looking through their lenses to see what they see in the Doordash Revolution. That's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sound like I'm crazy to me. Don't sound like I'm a dummy to me. They got outsmarted this time. And I'm going to bring to their memory, remember when I did the sirens of the tornadoes watching all of that? I didn't screen record that from no YouTube. You remember when I was out there in the tornado trying to make that $100 challenge? That's how I recorded it. Real. That's the reason why YouTube didn't take it down. Now, they wondering. They don't know who the heck they dealing with over here. That's their problem. I'm standing up as a content creator, as a small content creator. It's not the extraordinary people that does the extraordinary things. It's the ordinary people that does the extraordinary things. They're over there trying to paint a narrative. Well, I told you. Now, I got the title says, what you see, what you get. Because I'm looking through their lenses. That's another thing that intimidates them, that laugh. They get intimidated off of fist bumps, power explosions, the emoji king they call me. They call me this. They mad cause I caught their hand in the cookie jar. I'm going live every chance I get to go on live. You never know when I'm going on live. Sometimes you will know, sometimes you won't. I don't care about my equipment acting up and messing up. I'm going to keep going live. I'm going to keep speaking to the people. When you get the attention of Pedro Doordash Santiago, you getting close to some things. See, when you getting the attention of Hot Facts with Robert Reese, you getting close to the truth. When you get the attention of Coach Thunder and J Ram and Eli, you're getting close to the truth, people. What you see is what you get. It depends on how you perceive the man that you don't understand. I done look through the lens and see what you guys see of me. I expose you guys because you don't know what the hell you talking about. The sirens was, I told y'all what Torp would do. Did all y'all forget that? I document my stuff for a reason. I am the historian. I could have told y'all from day one, but no. It's much more exciting to let things play out. Writers know this right here. We the ones had the power at the stroke of a pen when we write our narrative. They know it. That's why they fighting against me. It's not me and Reese they fighting against now. They fighting against me. So I gave Flex his props. They didn't like that. I gave Bobby his props. They didn't like that. I even gave Always Cherry Pick his props. They didn't like that. I gave all the men their props, and they didn't like that. Loose lips sink ships. What you say, a refutable dasher. Refutable dasher is Robert Reese. What you mean by handler? Let me look you up for a second too. I've seen your name before. Okay, we'll do it like that though. We figure some things out. I'm not going to answer any questions about Reese. There are certain things that I'm not going to say about Reese. They want me to destroy Reese from within. That's not going to happen. Because me and him have differences. They had differences. These are some hypocritical, pompous jerks. That's what they are. There he is. I need to have that interview with you. Right now, I'm getting ready to ask you a question. What's the meaning of your name? I want to interview with you live. I don't have the guest mode on to bring you in. I got questions for you. Oh yeah, I got some questions for you because I believe you got some answers for me. It's time to stop hiding behind the mask. I need to know who the man is. I know what your name means. We're gonna talk about that there. You understand me? We getting ready to find out what's really going on. Okay? You're not gonna kill my credibility, and I'm not gonna kill my credibility. Everybody's shaking in their boots right now. That's the way I want it. Now, I told Thunder we're gonna have that interview, but not today. We haven't met my conditions yet. He haven't agreed to my conditions yet, which means I got to properly reach back out to him. Whether it's in email and all of that. Because me and Reese not agreeing on things together, we're not going to go against each other. He made it clear, I made it clear. Okay? I know what I'm doing. I definitely know what I'm doing. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm telling them what they're going to do before they do it. Do they really have control? Do they really have power? Do they really have preeminence? Oh, he talking this crazy stuff. Now, since I done looked through their pair of lenses, I know what they think of me. Coach Thunder. See, all the trolls is in here now. Go ahead, Huck Smash. Get Male Gossip out of here. Get Zabak out of here. Because what they getting ready to do, they getting ready to do their thing. I'm finna show, don't time them out. Remove them. They don't deserve a timeout. Remove them. I didn't say you, Robert Bradley. I'm talking about the other folks. Didn't say nothing about you. Get that cat too, wiser than most. Get him up out of here as well. Get them all out of here. Thank you guys, though, while y'all still listening, for me coming up with the idea of the shock of the hour. I think that was him that said that thing. Yeah, get them on up out of here. That's why I choose YouTube. You notice I'm not having no malfunction problems now, right? When I be driving, I don't have no malfunction problems, right? No white, you ain't got to wave no white flag, Robert. You in here, Bradley. If you truly him, you know, I'm not playing with nobody. Those was the trolls I was talking about, Flex. Those was the trolls I was talking about. And there's a military guy, get him out of here too. The world of above. Get him out of here. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and get rid of him. The world above. Thank you. Thank you, TFT. Thank you. All because we have a differences in our camp. All because I said that I can't be under Reese umbrella. Don't mean I won't support him. Get old boy up out of here too. Don't time them out. Get them out. I'm going to teach people what I'm going to do to them. That's why I didn't put subscriber mode on it. You see? Get Lop out of here too. I don't trust nobody. Okay? You guys supposed to have been the ones to subscribe to me. You see what I'm saying? Then y'all unsubscribe. What's up, Thunder? Now you're beginning to see that I'm not losing it. Now you're beginning to see a negotiator talking to another negotiator. So Thunder, you thought you was slick. I profiled you. You profiling me, I'm profiling you. Right? I had to do certain things to get them to believe I was stooped to their level in a different kind of way. Don't these events seem like? The Negotiator movie with Samuel Jackson and Nick Sabian. That's the character, Nick Sabian. I don't know his name. I think it's Kelvin something. Everybody look at that movie, then they will understand what's really happening. Y'all bragging, y'all talking bad. Didn't I tell y'all was gonna do that? Y'all did exactly what I told you would do. You know how I knew? Because how I profile people, I look through your pair of lenses. He might have been my fan, but hey, I don't call. He might have been. There's no need of speaking up right now. He's just gonna have to be mad because I don't trust nobody right now. My back is up against the wall. I wanted my back to be up against the wall. See, somebody knows what I'm talking about. Now, if you keep acting up, we're going to get you out the room as well. You see, this is a different type of Doordash revolution. This is a different type of man that they dealing with. You know what? Get him out the room. Get him up out the room right now. Get him out of here. This guy that says Larry whatever, 781, my moderators, get him out of here. No timing out. Kick him out. The realist, unsub. It doesn't matter. The sub count don't matter to me right now. You're not understanding something. My message mean more than the sub count right now. Because if y'all are trolls playing tag with the sub count, you don't need to be on my channel in the first place. There's people watching me. See, these was my trolls that I was telling flexing them about. Now, Thunder, if that's truly you, truly you, we getting ready to talk. I'm not going to be able to bring you on because I didn't put it in guest mode, but I'm going to talk to you. Negotiator to negotiator, player to player, man to man. I knew you was profiling me, but you didn't play the game clean either. I knew you wouldn't because you was over there on that side there. Just like Nick Sabian was too, right? Okay, this is what we gonna do. I got distracted for a minute listening to this crazy music. Woo! Let me get my attention back to the attention. Talk to the man. Now in that video, I don't care if it was 100 days old, you guys was talking in there. Yeah, I know what it is. If I'm not playing it, I don't want to hear it. There's a lot of people paying attention to this community now. Inquiring minds want to know. No, this is what I'm going to say to you, Thunder. What you see is what you get. I do things professionally too. Then I do things that be irrational also. I'm an unorthodox type of person that thinks. Since both of us was profiling one another, that's what we're supposed to do. You're an interviewer, I'm an interviewer. You're a negotiator, I'm a negotiator, right? You in the armed forces, I found that out. I wasn't surprised. Now, since you told your team, oh, he promote me, he got to prove himself. You see, he got to prove himself. I'm going to see how long you going to be in here. If he promote me, he got to prove it to me now. See, you're beginning to see those that I call my trolls. You see, if you truly support me, then when I said things that are the truth and it hurts people's feelings, then you want to unsubscribe and become that bandwagon fan, right? And if I'm wrong, just like I told Roy and them, I will acknowledge you that I'm wrong. I did that last night. I understand. You can listen. I wasn't trying to get you up here no way. Thunder, you gave an appointment for us to meet tonight. That's not going to happen. I got some conditions we need to meet. Double interview. Double interview. You interview me, I interview you. That's how we gonna do it. Don't get upset because you've been listening to other folks change the way you thinking of the Doordash revolution. I knew they could do it. I had to do things a certain kind of way, just like Samuel L. Jackson. Ooh, I'm gonna have to move all the noise to get around me. Do this here. I thought this was the time they wasn't coming in. Now, I have to do this. Sounds familiar? To get them to believe that I was capable of doing these things. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand right now. I'm not judging you. We still profiling one another. See, we still profiling one another. So my thing is double interview. This is why we got to do a double interview, because you told them whatever questions they want to ask me, put it in the email. That's when you chose sides, when you did that. I didn't get a chance to reveal that in that part of the episode because I didn't play fully Coach J. Ram in my interview. It wasn't an attack against him. It wasn't an attack against you. But I knew you was profiling me. Reason why you was telling them I'm in here 6 weeks, but I need to know the man by his character. I knew what that meant. I said, I got a good one right here. This will be a good show right here. Coach J. Ram and myself, I said he would undergo an interview he never experienced in his life. What you see is what you get. I am legit. See what I'm saying? Now you guys beginning to understand the type of content creator I am. No, I'm going to play it. You said it out of your mouth. Get y'all questions up that y'all want to ask, and I ask them. That's fair enough. Can I do the same thing? I'm going to do the same thing. Now the conditions done changed, my brother. Double interview. Same time. You ask me your questions, I answer your questions. Only your questions. Caught these guys' hands in the cookie jar. I'm talking about that other team. I designed it that way. Now, I'm going to ask you questions. Only my questions. Then you answer those questions. Once we get through doing our thing, then I'm going to let the people give me some questions. And I'm going to ask some of their questions. Just like you told them you were going to do. Fair enough? Fair enough? Rules done change. Then we can go ahead and set it there. Everybody he might want to get here when they do it. But I'm going to ask him first. He might want to get here. When they parking this close here, see, this is easier for them to get in and out. I thought they weren't going to be traveling around at this time. Those are good rules. See, what y'all don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, is go look at The Negotiator. Look at the movie, then you're going to understand what Coach Thunder is about and what D-Rev is about. This is an interview that never, ever, ever happened in this community. But you got people talking about they the greatest interviewers of all time. This is going to be an epic event called The Shock of the Hour. Let me ask this man. You need to use this gas thing? No, I'm just making sure, you know. All right, no problem. All right, I'm back. I apologize. It wasn't in the stand. All right, what we do now? Now we're getting somewhere. See, it's something they're afraid of. Coach Thunder. The movie beginning to play out now, isn't that right? It's something they're afraid of, Coach Thunder. It's called the truth. I'm going to be the guy to give you the truth. I'm the historian in this community. I'm doing a documentary on the truth about this community. We have been viewed by people outside this community that we the scum of the earth, bottom of the food chain, bottom feeders. I got to stand up for these drivers here. We have feelings. We have emotions. We get too loose sometimes. We have anger issues. Everybody got anger issues. But we've been judged. Nobody properly represented this community. That's why I'm here. We getting ready to get down to the bottom of the truth, Coast Thunder. They never seen an interview that's getting ready to take place the way you and I finna do an interview. But I don't trust any of you. Just like Coach Thunder, you ain't got no reason to trust me. But we have a protocol that we have to abide by, you and I. And we know this here. You see. Now, y'all look at the negotiator. Cause the snakes in the plane might be another good one to talk about too. But I'm focusing on the negotiator because he's a negotiator. I'm a negotiator. This is what type of interviewers you're gonna see on display. You good at what you do. I'm good at what I do. This not gonna turn into no debate. Not finna fall in that trap. Interview gonna be an interview. These cowards, all they know how to do is lie on my name. Thank you. Thank you. What you see is what you get. The Doordash revolution is legit. That's what they're afraid of. See, power, control, preeminence, they don't have that anymore. If I can tell them what they're going to do, if I can tell them how they're going to react, if I can tell you how they're going to tell lies, then later show it to the general public, that means I'm the real deal. And this ain't a Vander Holyfield. All right? I thank you for coming to this community. Then I'm going to deal with Torp later. See, I'm not mad. But I'm not about to be controlled either. See, I know a lot of things going down you guys don't know I know. Everybody got to have a secret plan. But they're not playing the ball game fair. So, I will be emailing you. And we're going to go by the rules we know we're supposed to go by. For your information, I got no email. No, I didn't give you no email yet about the questions. That's what I'm getting ready to talk about now. You said you haven't got any, but you told them if they have questions on that day to email you and you will read them off. Okay? All right. I wasn't the type of content creator that you thought you was going to interview, then maybe you did. You were profiling me, I was profiling you. See, you guys didn't know that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you some information on email. Now, I got a Google Voice phone number. Then we can talk too. See, we're going to discuss the arrangements on how we're going to do this interview. Double interview from both men. Yeah, you're probably right. We got lurkers here. Everybody lurking. It's not just all in this community. It's from other communities. Already know this here. So, When I first tried to get on, having malfunctions and everything, I had the sirens going off. And in the sirens, it was doing the tornado in my area when I was doing this $100 challenge on that Sunday. I didn't make that challenge because it was supposed to have been done 1 hour for a $100 challenge in March. It was on the 31st. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. That's when I recorded that. And I played it during the summer of this year. I played it behind the scenes thinking that I was actually live. What's up, Ram? This wasn't no disrespect to neither one of you, man. I didn't use neither one of you, man. I had to look through your pair of lenses to see how people viewed me on that side of the fence and understand why they said the things they said about me. I didn't say everything they said was a lie. There was some truth, but there was also some lies. Fair enough, we can go there, fair enough. Thank you for having the interview I said you would have, Ram. You are a coach. So is Thunder. Now they begin to understand why I said it's going to take 30 of them. I speak in codes. They just ain't figure out what my codes are. What is my real goal? Check out my channel. If you ask me that question, you hadn't checked out my channel. And right now, I would ask you right now to refrain from saying anything right now. I'm talking to Ram. I'm talking to Thunder. You're going to have to right now withhold your comments right now if you want to stay in the room. I'm not trying to get distracted on what I'm saying to them. Moderators, if y'all still in here, y'all do business. Not with her yet, but still do business. Who knows, I might wind up giving these men some wrenches tonight. What's going on? Not tonight, today. See, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm only getting 1 or 2 hours of sleep. I can't even go to sleep. I can't even go to sleep. Because I know you had just a question, but I also have a Q&A. So write your question down, and we will answer it. Because I don't want to get off of the topic I'm on at hand. Fair enough? See, so we're going to get down to the truth. They've been doing a lot of talking. They think I don't know they talking. Yeah, brother, because, see, I didn't have no hidden agenda, but I wanted to see how they view me. I wanted to see through their lens, their pair of lens. I'm going to give you an example. Y'all was sending signals to one another. Already knew this here. I'm a military guy. Now you know I'm a military guy. Now you know what level of a military guy I am. Okay, I knew that. When I was doing this here, and when I was doing this here and I looked like I was froze, I was looking through your pair of lenses so I could see what they was thinking and saying about the Doordash revolution. I was profiling Thunder, just like Thunder was profiling me. See, this is a different kind of content creator you guys never met before either. If you have, correct me right now. What you see is what you get. The Doordash revolution is legit. I'm a lyrical genius, a miracle to witness. Look out, Memphis. We about to blow up this business. They tell me a preacher shouldn't be rapping. They tell me that I shouldn't be rhyming. They tell me I shouldn't be dropping these dope lines, blowing minds like landmines. There's more to come from the Doordash revolution. I just quoted pieces of my rap song. And I will publish it here. It's all good. It's a different level. I intrigued you for a reason, and I don't want to disappoint you. It's more respect than anything. That's all it is. It's more respect than anything. This probably be by far the best interview this year. All right, I got a question to ask. I'm going to ask you the same question Ram asked you. And when I ask that question, you're going to be like, uh-oh. Are you Air Force or Army? He might be doing something. He said he was at work. He was listening in. Okay. I was in the Navy. I did 8 years. You're gonna see 4 of them active. That's what's gonna be on the record books. Then something changed. I'm gonna put it like that. There are certain things about me it's not gonna show in my military record. There's a reason for that. As far as I'm gonna go. Man, Salisbury steak was good. Brother Rev was hungry. That's good. Thank you for your service, sir. Now, this is something else I'm going to say. This is to no disrespect. Black shades, black shirt. I'm going to leave it like that. It's nice to meet you, sir. It's nice to meet both of your men's acquaintances. We had a few things in common. People are angry. So, I found some stuff out. I'm not going to reveal everything. And we're going to see, will I reveal it in the interview or not? And I know it's going to be likewise on your end. So I called myself trying to answer their questions before they put them in the email to see what the next set of questions is going to be. But I'm going to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? But you don't know where it's going to be coming from. I know where it's going to be coming from. That's the difference. They're going to be biased questions coming from them. I prefer you to get the questions from a community that's been watching us. You feel what I'm saying? And understand the methodology of the method behind the meaning and the meaning behind the method here. Because it's the viewers I'm trying to reach. I'm not trying to reach them guys. I'm not trying to change them guys. It's too late for them. It's the audience I want to reach. You see, it's the viewers I want to reach. See, them guys don't understand the man. They mad at the man. That's why they can't understand the man. Because their madness has blind their insight, their intellect. You see what I'm saying? That's why they come out with these foul languages. That's why they come out with Sambo pictures of the black man saying that he's a disgrace to his community. You think I was going to lay down behind that? I told you there was people that didn't like that. I showed the proof in my other video. Now, the question I want to answer today, I put it in the Community posts. Why do I let my videos go private? I told them before. I edit my videos with my words, timestamps, and all of that. That wasn't good enough for them. I told them the truth. They just didn't accept the truth. You see? Now, my voice is being heard, just like Samuel L. Jackson's voice was heard. You see what I'm saying? And then Doordash is on also. Now, everybody have their own way they put out their message. I love hearing from real people, because most of these dudes out here ain't, and even worth listening to. And these are people that done been on the inside listening to them contradict themselves and their hatred. Why is that hatred there? We getting ready to get to the bottom of the truth. Why do I feel like, I'm not going to mess the interview up yet, but why about hatred that blinds us? See, people been misusing the Constitution, talking about the freedom of speech. Yeah, I have the freedom of speech, but I don't have the freedom to disrespect somebody, to steal and kill and destroy them with my tongue. You don't have that right. You don't even have that God-given right. PCP syndrome. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't come from Pedro. It came from yours truly, the Doordash revolution. Power, control, and preeminence. We getting ready to get down to the truth. To the truth. But they try to brainwash you two men about me. So I have to act a certain way to defend this man and explain to you about this man. These are the same people that complain about Doordash, these apps and everything, and none of us looked at that TOS but a few of us before we hit that button agree. I'm trying to get these drivers to understand why the community look at us as scumbags, as clowns, miserable clowns, disgrace to the human race. You don't know who watching. You don't know what family watching. You don't know if the president's watching. You don't know if the governor's watching. This is how heavy it's finna get. I hear you. I said they tried to. That's what I see. To do that to you, they try to convince you to destroy the Doordash revolution. So, that's why we got to have that double interview. Now, how we do the time limit on it, we'll discuss that in the appropriate manner. Because you came to me the way an interviewer is supposed to come to an interviewee. Now, I got to comply to that. I got 24 to 48 hours to do it, and I'm going to do it. Then we're going to discuss some things. I'm only going to use very little words, because those things can be documentation, representation, city codes, and all of this. When it comes down to two-party consent versus one-party consent states, in phone call conversations and all of this. No, I'm just being real. I'm letting these things be made known. It don't mean I'm talking to you. I'm talking through you, which means that I see through their pair of lenses while I'm dealing with you. I already know how they coming. Already know their setup scheme and their strategies as if I were in their room. Now they got to question each other and say, who snitched on us and told the Doordash revolution what's going down? That's what I want them to know. They need to be asking questions in their camp. How I got this information. Torp, I warned people about the type of guy you was and everything. You did not displease me at all. You did what I said you would do. And others, but it's ultimately up to you. You're right. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I have to do what I'm doing. People, y'all go here today, look at Negotiate, look at the movie, and then y'all tell me what's going on. Please look at the movie. You need to look at it so it can be fresh in your mind to get ready for the episode of this event of, I'm going to say, maybe one of the greatest interviews, not only of this year, but in the history of this community. And I'm going to say this right here. I guarantee it. My words are bond. I got to defend my manhood. That's what I'm going to do. So, it's very interesting. When I said I was going to do the Shock of the Hour series, wow, it's definitely been that. We talking about from a channel that was a how-to information channel now, that they said was irrelevant. How-to information channel that nobody in this community ever done. Bentley never done it. Your driver Mike never done it. Cause I said it, don't disrespect them. I'm showing you I'm establishing a lane didn't nobody cover, is what I'm doing. See, y'all talking about movies. I'm telling y'all to pay attention to the movie, because this is what's happening with this interview here. I'm not talking about what was the greatest movie. I'm talking about a movie that you can compare it to what's happening in this event. I'm a writer, you know. I have the power of the pen. Do people still believe in the power of the pen and the stroke of the pen? We got all technology and everything and all of this, but stuff still had to be typed in. Letters is ink, you know. Ink signifies documents, doesn't it? Documentation, representation, ladies and gentlemen. They lied about, what do we do? He's crazy. We didn't say these things. They was putting videos out, taking videos down. I figure out a way that I don't have to report them, but I know how to make them take their videos down. I done it. Because they didn't want to get caught and exposed. Too late. Too late. Now, I told people they shouldn't be celebrating too soon. They try to make it look like it's not a battle. It is a battle. They've been doing it undercover style. I'm not talking about Ram. I'm not talking about Thunder. I'm talking about those in this community here. Those content creators. Now, before I end this episode, and I started to put it on guest mode. I said, no, ain't nobody gonna come in too much. But I mean what I said, and I said what I mean. My word is bond. And so is my handshake. I'm OG for real. I appreciate it. I would love to get a chance to answer your questions. You said you had a few questions for me. So go ahead and ask that question you wanted to ask. I appreciate you, Thunder. Both of us are men of honor. Okay. And now everybody know we are negotiators. Now we are different type of interviewers. See, you got to know when you do an interview. That's why mine is so unorthodox. I don't go by all the traditional ways of doing one. But when it comes to stuff such as this, then I have to change my level on how I do it so I can show that respect to the protocol. And I hadn't met anyone yet in here, but maybe one or two. But they're not on the level that you and I on. There's a difference. They weren't negotiators. This is how negotiators handle their business. I got exposed to truth. And they afraid of that. That's why they after me. Why you think I had to separate myself from Hot Facts with Robert Reese? I knew what I was doing. Because I know I can defend myself. Without they, so to speak, say I'm riding his coattail. Okay, what's the question? I already answered it? Okay. See what I'm saying? I have a way of answering people questions. You want to know why? Because I can hear people asking them in my spirit. I answer some of their questions too. So they're going to have to rewrite their questions. Now, I got a team that wants to answer questions. It ain't got nothing to do with me and Robert Story. I just was explaining a little bit to you. I'm talking about our profile. So, sound like those are the questions you want to ask. I already knew that was going to be the questions you want to ask. I already told you I would answer some, and there's some I will not answer. Because I made a promise to that man. When he said keep his name out of his mouth, it was a code. It was a code. Just remember John 14:28. Yeah, I remember. I do things unorthodox. People gonna understand later on why I do the things I do. See, each one of us have different gifts and talents. You see, different ways of creativity. The secret things belong unto the Lord. Those things he revealed to you belong to you. All right, that means the things he gave me. You may have questions, right? But you can't question what he gave to me because it wasn't for you, it was for me. To do it the way I got to do it. People don't want to hear the Bible be put in their face. So it's another way to do things. And still do it by biblical principles that people may still question because you a man of God, you supposed to act a certain kind of way. Okay? We losing some things here. We missing the message. But yeah, I will remember John 14:28. And they also said something about don't judge the tree by the fruit it bear. What did the word judge mean in this context? Did it mean condemn? Okay. Or did it mean identify? He talked about identifying what a person's behavior, personality, and character is, but don't judge a man. If you would like an interview, it will cost you $300. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. You're going to find every excuse, Pedro, so I ain't worried about that. You a coward. You're not going to do an interview with me anyway. That's what the problem is. But one day you're going to beg for that interview, and guess what I'm going to tell you? No. I told you no. All right. That's what I told you. I didn't say you was trolling. I know you serious. I'm serious too. But Pedro, right now, you're irrelevant to me. You're not a small content creator. Only reason why I got your attention because you've been doing some investigating on the people that's been coming in my room. You know they got some power. Let's make that clear. That's the only reason I'm relevant to you right now. So guess what? This small content creator gonna tell you again, step aside. Stay out of my business and let me handle my business, okay? When it's time to deal with you, you're afraid because you may get exposed too. Everybody think Reese may get exposed. I'm gonna get to the truth. So right now, you step aside. You meaningless to me right now. That right there proved to me you supposed to be enjoying your off time. Enjoy your off time. Relax yourself. Refresh yourself. You just take a stage and you watch. And people, go ahead and if he say anything else whack, my moderators, kick him out the room. Kick him out the room. He's trying to brainwash and gaslight people. So whoever in here, kick him out the room. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. Now, who has the power on my channel? This is what they do. I mean, no, brother, that's funny, but I caught the code. All right. All right. This is what cowards do. He only come in the channel. And this is what he do. I just proved it. I had it in subscriber mode only. Pedro, when he came over here, he wouldn't want to wait a whole hour to come in here. So they said I was lying about what he do these things. You see, nobody have the guts to do to him what I just did. See, he's gonna go do some channels, make some, he got to do some gaslighting. I got content about that too. I don't have my other device where I can take it and show it to you. You see. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop for a minute. Let me pay attention to the comments. Hero, Fix TV, $300. You drinking too much tequila. You're not worth a dime, dude. Yeah. People want to know who can stand up to Pedro in a different kind of way. There's a lot of people don't like you, Pedro. There's a lot of people no longer gaslighting by you, Pedro. So now people understand, okay, it is a man stand up to you that don't have to have 100,000 subscribers. That's where you're trying to go to. My face showing up in your studio again as people watching you. What's up, Howard? What's up? You enjoying the show? You in the area you normally be in, brother? Planet Mondo, you kicking him out. A coward move. No, it's not a coward move. Mondo, you go check the history. Pedro do a coward move. I done went over there many times, and he got it in subscriber mode. I'm not a troll. He got it in subscriber mode to make me subscribe to him. Yeah, I could easily unsubscribe. When I had it on subscribe mode, he didn't show up. I did that for a reason. Planet Mondo. Don't get mad because the man over here got some power to do some things. It's my channel. Yes, it is. No, I'm not the one with the big head. And she might not be talking about me. He the one with the big head. You see, this YouTube authority presence they've been talking about that has stopped smaller content creators from. They decide who get 1,000 subscribers and who don't by doing what they doing now. What's up, Doordash Rick? Yeah, I'm taking your advice, but they've been talking a lot of crap, man. Oh, we don't be saying this about him. Oh, he's delusional and all of this. So I had to let their words be a witness against them. You know, people gonna have a voice on this channel. People not gonna be silenced anymore. All right. We have been labeled as miserable human beings, Pedro. That's why I had questions for you. You ain't got to worry about that interview now. You missed your opportunity. You just take a seat and watch what happens. I gave you a chance. Now you finna see what's really going on. Y'all do y'all interviews and all that, and this and that, talking about y'all the greatest of all time and all that. You and Reese and the others do the same thing. Now, y'all getting ready to see two negotiators have an interview. Okay, there is talk all over the place right now. Guess who caused you guys to do all this talking? Why is y'all so nervous? Why are y'all so intimidated? Because I'm getting closer to the truth. I'm going to find out the truth. See? What's up, DT, man? At least I ain't talking about you. At least that. Well, I'm going to republish it so you won't miss, or whatever you miss, you won't miss. You know, I try my best to stay in my boundaries with you, and we done that. You know, so to speak. From time to time, we give our opinion of each other. I respect that. And then I keep my boundaries with you. That's called respect. Mad respect from my end. So, in my eyes, we are cool. See what I'm saying? There may be things you said that I don't know about. They hadn't hit my ears yet. But I remember that time you told them, look, man, y'all stay off the rail. I took that to heart the day you said that. So, that's what it's all about. You see. So my thing is, I'm just talking about the truth. And I'm going to get to the truth. People look at this community as deadbeats. They look at this community that we better than them. How dare these service providers, invention service, what they so to speak call us. How is they making $100,000 in a year? How is they making $35, $45 an hour? I know what I'm talking about sometimes. I accidentally let my lips slip when I talk about how much money I'm making that day, and a customer walk in the middle of the conversation and they act a certain way. I done heard them say, I'm not tipping no more. I'm not tipping no more. He make more money than me. Then he's black. I was like, wow. I'm in the area. That people think like that. I'm in the area where they said, he's not upper middle class. How is he making that kind of money? So Pedro, the same picture you paint of them, they paint of us. You see what I'm saying? Keep getting your pockets fatter. You going down a rabbit hole too of destruction. Just like somebody else I know. I care not to mention their name. You're going to have to change your content. I told you that in an interview. Reese didn't provide that information. I feel a certain kind of way about that. What you and Reese really got going on. Y'all not enemies like y'all portray that you are. There's negotiations and deal being done behind the scene for profit and gain. They treating people's subscribers count as head counts. I'm telling the truth. You see, this is not for clicks and views. This information I think viewers need to know. I'm subscribing to you. What kind of value I'm going to get from you? Besides, I'm paying your bills. This not no hate how you make your money. It's not about money with me. I could have monetized a long time ago on websites. You know what I'm saying? I've done it before. I get out there and grind in the streets, try to maximize my earnings in less hours, making that full-time pay on part-time hours. You see? And if I had saw him pull that little weak move the other night, he'd have got the same treatment that he got today. See? You don't go on somebody else's channel, man, disrespecting them, talk to them any kind of way, control their channel like y'all did in the past. That's the mistake Reese and myself made. See? But when we go on your channels, you're not gonna let us get out of order. You got to subscribe. You got to subscribe to my channel and all of that. I left the doors open. I need to yep, they do. I'm gonna push this one back out. As soon as I get off of it, I'm gonna push it back out. You notice I'm not having problems. I never do have problems when I do my live out here in these streets. It's always up in there. You know, where I stay, everybody's on that internet at the same time. All of us on AT&T. Too many people on there at one time cause some problems, you know. I apologize for not being able to have the show on at its appropriate time. I'm in a room by myself 2 hours, chopping it up real good. Was my all-time best content. Never did get published because I never did hit the go live button. Doing too much at one time. I told people when I brainstorm, my brainstorming be so strong, I have to pull the vehicle over or I'll be in an automobile accident. So I was brainstorming so strong, I was pacing back and forth with this content of information coming to me fresh. And I wanted to give it to you fresh. I said, I can't let these people down. Because I was watching them. Man, the rail supposed to be coming on at a certain time, He's coming on at a certain time. And he's going to be in here. Thunder vouch for me. I didn't want to let him down. I don't care if I came in there crippled, lame, and sorry. I did not want to disappoint him. So if it made it look like I was crippled, lame, and sorry, well, then I came anyway to stay true to my word. I bet you I'm not crippled, lame, and sorry right now. No malfunctions right now. You see, and I'm hoping that y'all hear me clearly. That's the respect. You see. So now since Samuel L. Jackson got the attention of the world, and I'm not him, I have got the attention of the world as a small content creator. And if I can do it, other people can too. If you can get to 1K, other people can too. Better yet, I'm going to help assist them to get there. It's time out to say who we allow to get there, who we don't allow to get there. I'm that guy gonna make sure they still get there. If you believe that you worked hard on your content and everything and all of this, then they worked hard on their content too. Who am I to tell them they don't deserve to get that recognition to the road to 1K? Doordash, gig economy, police. What's up, brother? You know what? Gig economy. No, I'm not going to do what I want to do. I'm going to have to go on your channel so I can find out what all I need to find out. There's going to be some different wrenches coming in here. You know what I mean? Excuse me, but I must ask, does the blue coloring represent anything? Yeah, that's the blue tie. The blue tie is a wrench that's for moderators. People that can help you with your channel, monitoring your channel for you when you putting out content. When people trolling, go and get the trolls out your room right then and there. So the viewers can have time to enjoy the message. Yeah. I'm laughing at Pedro. I thought he was worth more than $300. He sold himself too cheap. Up the ante. And I'm going to sit there and say, you sold yourself too cheap. I'm not going to accept you. You missed your one opportunity. So they're trying to get me on bribes and extortion and all that old kind of stuff. They're trying to find ways to say, we're going to give them these copyright strikes and all of that. That didn't work with me. Flat rate is 0, because that's meaningless to me. Pedro meaningless to me right now. The most important interview of the year is Thunder. Ram is next in line of the next most important interview. That's what these guys don't understand. See, there's going to be more interviews going on. People are going to understand the relevancy of these interviews. All right. It's a new trend. My channel name is the Doordash Revolution. It's time for a revolution, you see. See, I see how I'm doing it. He'll find out pretty soon. Me and him on the same wavelength, but he'll see pretty soon what I'm talking about. Just like Nick Sabian had to see what Samuel L. Jackson was talking about. Mr. Flex is going to get an interview from the Doordash Revolution. I didn't post to have put that out there that fast. He's going to get one. He definitely going to get one, but it's to his respect. But I can't do him right now like I want to. You know, people going to try to talk him out of it too. I look at Mr. Flex in a total different way. I have my reasons for that. I learned a whole lot about him looking through their pair of lenses. You know, he was trying to get them to understand now. Man, why is he doing this with the channel? Okay, he's on YouTube Live, people. This is what's going on. He's having problems right now on that live right there. You know, he changed from one device to another device. Flex was telling them that. I'm paraphrasing. Flex was telling them this. Flex was just like this right here. He was studying, he was analyzing. For the very first time that I recognized he was doing it, I had to give him some kind of respect. Yeah, he talked mess about me too. But for just that moment, Flex was like, nah, I'm paying attention to something different here. It's something different. I'm trying to see, is him and Reese plotting? I'm trying to see, is this truly Rev being real, and he's recognizing some things. That's how I took it. You know, that's how I took it. And if you go to that channel, Thunder channel, which I will be, which I should have been, but I ain't got the rest of my equipment with me, showcasing his channel. He will be put in the record books here in this community under my documentary, because this is a major change of the events that's going on in this community. Okay, so will be Ram. You see, how dare you bring somebody from the outside in? They contribute, didn't they? That's all that matters. They don't have to be a driver. All of us are customers, right? And they got businesses. Okay, so it's time for us to start getting out of the box of our community and realizing that we can learn more about the community in the world that we live in. It's not a pretty picture. We've been condemned, but our world judging us. But all the character traits you see here is everywhere in our world. You know, so we got to understand, and I'm not going to discuss any more of my business with Thunder and myself. I had to get the people to understand. Just like Samuel L. Jackson in that movie had to get the people to understand. You see, I'm trying to get people to look through my pair of lenses and see this community. Oh yeah, that's the reason why it's a good idea. And I'm serious about it. I'm not playing about it. I put it out there so they can really get at it. Man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, this is truly respect and flex. This man started a trend. They can correct me if I'm wrong, doing ride-alongs. That's how I found out about him. You know, all day long. He wasn't trying to show his business like I did. Because if he did, he wouldn't have been making no money, right? I understood that, but he started a trend. I just took it to the next level. And I'm letting people know that he inspired me for that. He supposed to get some credit, right? He contributed to the community. He's going to be documented as such. And that's not disrespecting him. His hard work that he put in. And just like you said, nobody done it. Including me, so I want to do it. Now, if he don't do it, that's fine. Now, Pedro going to see can he beat somebody to it. Or somebody else. Okay, congratulations, brother, man. Prayer does change things, doesn't it? I work behind the scenes. See, I get all kind of notifications, you know, and all of that. I get a whole lot of phone calls and all of this, you know. There's a lot of questions people are asking me. I put it in my community posts. See? And then I turn it into a narrative. That's new content, right? Let's see what Jaded Driver said. He always keep a lot of restaurants and dispensaries in business. Laughing out loud, too. This is a shock of the hour, people. How can you get people to revolutionize their minds so the light bulb can come on in a dark room for them? That's all I'm doing, turn the light bulb on. They're going to come up with their own discovery to the truth. So when they come up with their own discovery to the truth, and they discover it for themselves, they're going to accept your message better, right? Instead of telling them the truth. So yeah, that's how I do it. That's what I mean when I said it. Then once you turn your light bulb on in that dark bedroom, now you can look at that room and say, I can see the furniture in the room. I can rearrange it the way I want it. I can do an interior decorating design in this room the way I want to do it and all of that. I can perfect the beauty and cosmetic of this room, right? That's all I'm doing, to where you can be able to tailor it to how you do your business. That's not telling you how to do your business. There's a difference. They just didn't understand my content. A lot of the stuff I said went over their head. They thought I was portraying myself as a Mr. Know-it-all. All of that. They didn't get the message. Even after I told them the message. Now, I'm telling my viewers. Now they want to come over here and got something to say. No, get out of here. Get out of my room. Get out of my room. I talked to y'all first. You wouldn't listen. Now y'all see people listening. You want to get in my room. Get out of here. I don't need you in the room now. I gave you opportunity. Long time. It's got out of control here. Okay, Howard, what's happening, brother? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm going to pull out a... Well, ain't nobody back. Talk to me, brother. It has got out of control here. You know, we in a super saturated market, don't you think? I wished I could put you in here some kind of way. I don't have my other phones with me, brother. And they're not working and all of that. I'm almost down to one piece of equipment now. The laptop and everything, it's not working right at the house. I know why, too. It's time to get some more equipment. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it in due time. Right now, I'm going to do what you call grind. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do things different. It's getting out of control here. You talking about in our area, or you talking about in the chat, or you talking about this community as we speak? I shouldn't be drinking these Dr. Pepper. They're so dead gum good. So when I give people their recognition, I still get slammed though. It is what it is. What did Jada say? Pedro is one on the phone with YouTube saying you can't block Mr. Pedro. I don't care what he do. I know with the community guidelines and stuff. I did a video on that too. Yeah, they on the phone. Yeah, they on the phone. They trying to figure out ways, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying their best. They're not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop till I drop. And we're gonna help the community the best way we can. I'm not telling them what they got to do. I'm telling you what I have to do. The community is ready to turn around and get better. I see it. There are a few you never please, but for the most part, I see better days here. I mean that. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that you beginning to look through my pair of lenses now. That's all Samuel L. Jackson was doing with Nick Saban. And he needed Nick Saban help. I need your help. Even though they thought they could convince you to destroy me or whatever, we got a protocol we got to abide by. That's what they didn't understand. You see. Hero Fix TV. People over here are business owners who use Doordash as seed money and they get to it. Yeah, I got some, okay. Still in these orders. See how we're telling y'all what's going on. Are the drivers still in orders? They still in orders again, Howard? See, y'all thought I was playing about this stuff. We got some of the dirtiest players in the game in the world right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Exactly, working together here is in order. Stop competing with one another. Yes, sir. That's what the problem is. That's why we so divided. That's why. Roy be telling the truth about a lot of things. You know, about that. He talks about that. We are worst enemy because we bragging about this money we make. I'm included because I showed receipts too. It's nobody's business how much money we make. Roy said that. Roy said that. Howard done told me that many times. You see, $300, $400 and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't showing them numbers, but still I was showing some numbers. And everywhere I go, Howard will tell you they're going to gravitate over there because they know where he going is going to be money over there. We can't get, you know, we going to get that money. It's making it difficult over here. I'll admit that I'm too transparent, but I know how to move around. I'm trying to get drivers to stop doing it like that and just make your money. Don't worry about what that driver making. Just make your money. Because that person made $8,000 in a month. They're in a different location than you. And even if you was in their location, you wouldn't make that money because the decisions that driver making, you're not going to make them. That's the difference here. I got a book from Doordash. I ordered when I saw it was free. W-2 jobs always said, don't discuss what you make with others. It should be the same here. That's correct. That's correct. We are our worst enemy. We all done that. That happened with the ride-alongs. Now you're beginning to understand the picture. It started with the ride-alongs. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You don't believe me? Go check them out. I can name the content creators, but then they're going to say I'm disrespecting them. So I'm just going to tell you to go check it out. But see, at that time, that was really one of the only ways you can get people to come see your content. You had ride-alongs, ranting, drama. That's how a lot of these content creators are famous now. But if we had been in the space then, the newer content creators that's coming in, they feel intimidated that we finna push them out. That's why they fighting against us so hard. That's why. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I have to tell you one thing. You may not realize it yet. Many think you could be plotting that you and Reese only. Yeah. I already said that. Already knew that. But my thing is for real. My thing is for real. They can believe whatever they want to believe. the breakup to inquire information they could not have with Reese. Well, Reese don't need me to do it. You see what I'm saying? Reese watching me too. One thing he had always did. He listened to me more by my actions, more than me speaking to him. He thought I didn't know that. So I'm not plotting with Reese. That's why I got away from the umbrella. They gonna always think that. I'm my own man. Did it hurt my channel from the beginning? Yes, it did. They don't want to believe that. That's on them. I was told it was hurting my channel. I didn't listen. I was told from friends and I was told from foes. Yeah, I got enough time. Yes, indeed. They can believe whatever they want to believe. That's keeping them preoccupied. Then when it really hit the fan, they're going to be like, the man told us the truth. The man is in a different direction. He tried to give us an opportunity. We missed the bus. So that's on them. See, that's letting you know right there that your hatred towards someone will blind your sight, right, to where you can't see what's actually going on. That's why I told Pedro, go on somewhere. You're irrelevant now, man. I don't need you. I told Reese the same thing. I don't have no use for you no more. I meant that. Reese really don't have no more use for me. We got different agendas. I know y'all want to know what's really going on. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I ain't gonna tell no more. Because there's a code there. You see what I'm saying? So just like the rest of the people in the community said, it's none of y'all business what's going on with Reese and Rev. Let them iron their differences out. Y'all stay out of their business. Roy said that. I give recognition where recognition due. From a man that just got you chopping me down like a tree, an oak tree. I already know that's what Roy do. Now he mad because his words is a witness against him. I told him I could do that to him. You know, because he did it to himself. So I don't care what Roy said about me. To be honest. All I did was prove it. Now, what he claimed he proved, y'all keep listening. He tells truth. He's not just a straight out flat liar. He tells the truth. But Roy plays a certain type of game and everybody know what he done. That was talked about in that video too. See? Let me see what else here. Just a thought, no proof yet. Okay. Be safe. Reese has burned too many bridges. Peace and respect, Brother Rev. All right. Appreciate your information, man. That's all I'm going to do. Do it just like that right there. See what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I thank you. Peace and respect to you. It's time for a change in this community. See, hatred is a terrible thing. Hatred is a terrible thing. Wow. That's all I can say. You never know when I want to come on live. You never know. I don't know. And then if I don't know, you don't know, that makes it even better. There's going to be times I'm going to put it out there, so I'm coming on. And I'm going to try my best to come on. You know, it's the shock of the hour. I've been listening to this community and subscribing to different creators for over a year, but I have never spoken up about things until recently. See what I mean? Thank you for speaking. Thank you for sharing your perspective and experience. Thank you from the bottom of my heart that now you can speak. That keeps me humble. I thank you very much. I thank you. Anytime my subscribers have now a true freedom of speech and their freedom to speak isn't suppressed by others said they got the freedom of speech to make sure you don't speak, that's not abiding by the Constitution. Yeah, I believe in forgiveness. I already forgave him. But that cause I forgave him don't mean that, boom, we got to lock back down like that. Feel what I'm saying? Peter and Paul had a disagreement. Okay? It didn't stop them from preaching the gospel. One took one disciple with him, the other one took another disciple, and they part their ways. Did what God wanted them to do. They forgave one another. But they had a mission they had to do. It didn't stop God's plan with them. I answered that question for you. I don't have no hatred towards Reese. Already forgiven Reese. See, we will do our thing in due time. I'm not going to say any more about that. See, that's between me and Reese. Do I hold grudges? No. Now, I'm going to ask you, do you hold grudges? Have you experienced the things that you've seen in this community? Have you experienced the things that you've seen in this community? And the rest we're going to leave for our interview. You profiled me and I just profiled you back. From negotiator to negotiator. That's all the questions you're going to ask for this evening. Until we have that interview. We all have enemies, brother. We all have enemies. I disagree, but our interview stops right here. I know you were trying to give them a preliminary of what it's going to be. No, you don't get the message. We will do our interview when we do our interview. But he just gave you a little sample of how it's going to go. He just gave you a little sample. I can turn around and flip side, answer his question, give him the same question. Yeah, he's showing y'all what negotiators do. No, that's right. Because if you have hatred in your heart, bitterness and hatred there, you will never be able to receive God's love. You will never be able to experience a relationship with God's love so you can love others. Then you won't be able to love yourself. You agree with that there, Thunder? See, we profiling one another. He gave y'all slick preliminary. I knew what he was doing. Appreciate that. I know exactly what he was doing. That's why I know he ain't no jabroni. That's why I know he got some expertise in his skill set. He letting you know. You see what I'm saying? And you will be shocked to the answers on a lot of my topics and the response to your answers to the topic. That's why it's called the shock of the hour. See, we profiling one another, ladies and gentlemen. From negotiator to negotiator. Somebody line to be asking him these questions. Ask him this. Ask him this. Ask him that. Isn't that right, Thunder? Bingo. Bingo, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It's going to be interesting. This will be the best interview in this community. Yeah. We're going to email one another, but we'll talk about what goes on there. We don't want to give them too much of the sauce on the chicken Alfredo. We already put the hook in there. You know what I'm saying? So I will be doing probably another live. I got to finish up wrapping up on the tail end finishes of the interview and the rest. So we do agree on some things. We're gonna get behind the scenes and do some more things. I need to be getting in touch with a few people right now. I really do. See, and I'm getting ready to end this episode. It was my responsibility to meet my obligation with the people, and apologize for when I supposed to came on, wasn't able to come on. I'm in the room chopping it up for 2.5 hours because I got the brainstorming, didn't realize I didn't hit the to-go button. It wasn't on YouTube, it was on me. I was all in my content that deep, but I done told people before I brainstormed that strong. So I apologize for that. That wasn't a plot from me. That wasn't Reset, do him like that, do him like, no. I was struggling with everything. That's why I'm out here today. You see I don't have them problems today, right? Okay. So that'll be that on what me and him is doing. Then we got to set a time. When we set that time, it's going to be announced. Okay, it's going to be a whole lot of people looking at that content. I don't know how many it's going to be. If they don't look, all of them look at it that night, it's going to still push out. It's going to still push out. Let me move around. Somebody talking to me right there. Everything that way, but they're talking. So when people out here do the same thing, you got your Karens and Kens out here. Sometimes we got to ignore that stuff. But when they get up in your face, you still try to ignore it. But they done violated the 3-foot space. So that's why I talked about respect. There's a lot of boundaries been broken when it comes to respect in here, in this community and in this world. You see, and we got to get back to the basis on respecting one another. We need to stop disrespecting one another. Those was the things that I was trying to bring out the other night. You see, or the other day. You know, so everybody is too on the edge. I'm anticipating this person to act this way, then boom, I'm gonna beat them to it. Why is that? Why is that? I'm asking the viewers. I'm not asking Thunder. I'm asking the viewers. I'm not asking Rand. I know how they work now. Now they finna see me put in work. I am unpredictable. And also transparent. How do you deal with that and figure out my next move and my next gameplay? Okay? If I don't know, you don't know. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Okay, so everybody have a good one. I got to get out here and grind, and then I got to find Howard. Howard got some information for me. Then I got to get in touch with some other people, businesses and stuff like this here. If the gig apps, which we already know they're not sustainable, we already know the honeymoon phase is over, it's time to find other means of how to make income. Bye, y'all, and have a great day. And I'll talk to you later, Thunder. I'm getting ready to end this, and y'all take care. After me and this man have a meeting of the minds, you know what I'm saying, and it will be announced on his channel and mine at the same time. Y'all take care. I thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel. I thank the viewers and the audience that makes this channel. This will be a place to where you can view your perspectives and all of that. All right, how I'm coming over there, man. I'm coming over there, man. It's going to take me about, I'm going to tell you where I'm at. You already know. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get there. You know, I know you got to grind and everything. We're going to have a discussion. Everybody take care. Have a great day. I got to move on because people looking at me real crazy now. And I got to respect them. Peace. Take care. We see you in the next video.